All right, what's going on, everybody? Today, this video is going to be on event 3, 4, and 7. So Damn Diane, the 1,000-meter row, and Awful Annie. Yesterday, I did Awful Annie, and the video stopped recording like pretty much as soon as I started. So I didn't want to just put it in its own video without having much to talk about. So this is going to start with the recap and the short clip I do have of Awful Annie. So this is going to be me talking about it yesterday, and then I'll go into the recap of Damn Diane, the videos from that, and the 1,000-meter row from earlier today. All right, what's going on, everybody? Another games workout video. I'm not doing them in order. I am doing Damn Diane tomorrow, I believe. But today I'm going to be hitting Awful Annie. I also don't have a drag rope, so I'm doing normal dubs. And I was going to use a little bit more than the women's weight because the men's weight is a little too heavy and the women's weight is a little bit too light. But then I was thinking about it. I literally can't even do GHDs even close to how these games athletes do them. So I want to be way, it's going to take me way longer than any other times anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the women's weight. It's going to be pretty light, but hopefully I can try to keep it under 20 minutes. I don't know if I will. Tia did it in 8 minutes. But if I go sub 20, I'll be happy because even if I had an 8-minute AMRAP to do 150 GHGs, I don't know if I'd be able to, let alone with 150 dubs and 15 cleans. So basically my only strategy is obviously the dubs are going to be no problem, especially since I'm not using a drag rope, just because I don't have one. The cleans are going to be pretty light. I'm just going to try to keep moving on those. They will suck in combination with the GHGs because my midline's going to be shot, but that's just part of the workout. Really, the part where I'm going to lose time is on the GHGs themselves, so I'm just going to try to break as little as possible. But I'm definitely going to have to break, especially in the 50 and 40, and then hopefully not the 30, but we'll see how it goes. Also, I do have a bit of Fran lung right now. I can already feel it. I just did a lot of heavy thrusters, normal thrusters, pull-ups, and toes to bar, and then I did some 4x8 front squats that were they're always soul crushing, but they were a lot more soul crushing after all those thrusters. And then also it's freezing, and if you like this weather, you're probably a terrorist, but I hate it and I can't breathe out here. Not to say that my time would be any better or even close to these games athletes that we're comparing it to, but I am just saying it cut me a little bit of slack when this workout takes me 10 years. Also, I figure I should say this, if you're like new to CrossFit and you don't know about all the girl workouts, Annie by itself is just 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 of double unders and sit-ups, just like ab-mat sit-ups on the ground. And then all the games workouts this year were like more advanced spins on girl workouts or benchmark workouts. So yeah, that's what normal Annie is. This is Awful Annie, and it's going to be a lot worse. So. All right, well, unfortunately, I got a FaceTime call like halfway through the first round of GHDs, which is my fault. I should have put my phone on airplane mode because it's happened before and I should have learned from my mistakes. But yeah, my time was 12:36. I'm super happy with that. I would have thought I'd be way slower, even though I was using a normal jump rope and using the women's weight, which just goes to show you how fit these girls are and how fit all the games athletes are. The GHDs went better than I thought they would. I still had to break a decent amount, especially in the 50 and 40. And I'm kind of mad that none of the cleans got recorded because I was moving them super fast. They were only at 185, which is why I was moving them so fast. But I was still happy with it. All my time and any time I could have made up was in the GHDs. So I'm happy with 12 minutes. All right, so that was the recap on Awful Annie. I just bought a drag rope, so once that comes in, I might be redoing that workout. And also, I think I probably would, if I was going to do it again, I'd go heavier. 185 is just a little bit too light. But yeah, so Damn Diane, or my strategy going into Damn Diane was to do 5s on the deadlifts. I was going to do the first set at 8 and 7, but as soon as I started, I didn't want to do that. I did 5s the whole time, and that was almost what I wanted. And then I started with the strict deficit, and I knew it was going to get bad, but if it was getting to the point where like I wasn't really going to get a workout because I would just be sitting there shaking my arms out too much, waiting until I could do another strict deficit handstand push-up, I knew I was going to change something up. So I did the first round with a strict deficit, and I was doing like doubles, and I think I did a single. So I took those off after the first round and just did strict handstand push-ups. I could have done normal kipping with the deficit, but I don't really like doing kipping handstand push-ups unless I have to. I'd rather just do strict and work on the strict movement. Just a lot better for you. So I just took the plates away and did normal strict. The deadlifts felt heavier than I thought they were going to feel, and heavier than I wanted them to feel, obviously. Just like Friendly Fran with the heavy thrusters, it just gives me something that I know I need to work on. So cycling a little bit heavier deadlifts. Deadlifts in total just used to be a pretty big weakness of mine, but I got pretty good at moving 225, which is usually a pretty standard men's weight for a lot of workouts, and I got pretty good at cycling that. So now I'm just gonna have to work on the heavier barbells and doing bigger sets of that. And then obviously a huge hole is strict deficit handstand push-ups. So I can physically do them, but I can't really do them to the point where I can get an intended stimulus in a workout. So I think I'm gonna do what I did with normal strict handstand push-ups. Over the last couple months, I just did a lot of interval work with them until I felt like I could do bigger sets, and then I started putting them in workouts. So I'm probably gonna do a lot of strict deficit in a controlled, like EMOM kind of workout over the next couple months, and just get really good at those. And then going on to the 1,000-meter row, I was seriously like dreading this, like just walking around, not wanting to start. I probably took like 45 minutes in between our workouts. Not that long, but I took a long time. I was just walking around. I really didn't want to do this workout because of how bad it hurt all the games athletes and just hurts anyone who completely sends it. And it hurt pretty bad. It didn't hurt as bad as I thought it was going to. I slowed down a little bit too much in the middle, which obviously the middle portion is gonna be your slowest part. I slowed it down a little bit too much. I was just letting myself get kind of comfortable, and I really should have just been hurting the whole time. I think I might do it again next week, honestly, which if I'm saying that I'm willing to do it again next week, I probably didn't push it hard enough. So my time was 3:18. I'd like to take like 8 seconds off of it, so 3:10, I'd be happy with that, which is a huge amount. In a 1,000-meter row, 8 seconds makes all the difference, but I think 3:10 would be pretty hard to hit. So that's why I'm setting it as a goal. But yeah, that's about it for those workouts. I'm doing Nasty Nancy either tomorrow or Friday. Josh has a program for me. I don't know which day it is. I haven't checked ahead in the calendar yet. I'm not looking forward to it, and honestly don't even know what weight I'm going to do it at yet. I can do overhead squats at 185, but if I do the woman's weight, I would be more inclined to try to stay unbroken. It would get hard to stay unbroken, but it'll be a little bit more of a mental push to go a little bit lighter, because if I do 185, I'm going to break it up. Like, that's just how it is. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Stick around for the Nasty Nancy video, and I'll see you next time.